Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smiths in the Black, and we've got the SPY stuck. So, as opposed to yesterday's run and grind, now what you got here in the dailies is the slight higher high, right? And then just sitting here doing nothing. We're still 322 on the week, still looking for that outside month, but you can see this flatlining on the 30 and the 60. The 60, you take this out, you're going to see this. A little bit of exhaustion risk. Here's your broadening formation on the 60 minute. Now you're just stuck in here doing nothing. So the good part about that is we can see a little bit of heavier rotation of where they're going as far as stocks and sectors. If you go to the Qs, same kind of deal here, just stuck here after a slight higher high. Still an inside week. If you go to the diamonds, Doji stuck after slight higher highs, still 2-2 reversal on the week though. And the small cappers. So the small cappers also, that slight higher high and now just stuck up into here. And so you can see you get the slight higher high off of this kind of stuff in here. Still inside week, but getting closer. So where are they going? Well, for one, they're going to Roku. And Roku on a nice gap and go. And here, that gives you an outside week, right? And you're green on the month. So it's been pretty beat up, and now it's coming back up. We'll see if this gives us any way in there. How's the 15er looking? Little choppy, but you can see here, this is what you look for in the opening of a gap. Slight higher high comes in, the slight lower low. These two become an outside bar of that, right? Then you get an inside bar right here. And there it is, the 2-1-2 reversal on the 15, and off she goes. And if you go to the 30, a little trickier, but you can see this here. Let me shrink it down for you. See this, 2 up by taking out this high, 2 down, boom. 2-2 reversal, and these three become an outside bar of that and keeps it going. So far, so good for Roku. We'll see if that sets up again for us. From the Stratus Hack show last night, Okta Octa, and having a nice little day here too. And this is on the alert because of the 2-2 reversal week here. Makes the lower low, then 2 down, 2 up, and boom, off she goes. And if that works, potentially the outside month, right? And so far so good. See if there's any nice 15ers in there. 60's a little fast. Here. 2 up, 2 down, you're in. Right there. That'll get you in. So a little tricky, but we'll see if that sets up again. Facebook had a nice little morning kind of stalling out here, but we'll see. Facebooky still handling an inside week, right? But a nice green week though after the 2-2 reversal day. 2 down, 2 up, still going. And once again, it hit magnitude on the month. Supposed to take that out, which it did, and then starts reversing higher. So we'll see right now. Go back to your 30, 60. We'll see stalling out up there. So for right now, another thing that they're doing is going into OIH. And you don't get to say that very often, but OIH, 2 down, 2 up on the week. And so we know the big boys over there is going to be Halliburton. And there's your hammer counter shooter hitting magnitude. These two become an outside bar of that. So far, so good. And you can see on the 60 here, that was nice. Triangle the out, 2 down, 2 back up, and off she goes. If you go back to the 30, you'll see this. Here, the inside bar, down by 1 penny, rev strat. 30 up, 1, 2, 2, and off she goes. So there's that, and then LPI also having a nice little day here, and you can see this once again on the 2-2 reversal week. 2 down, but taking out the low, 2 up, and coming back to previous range. And we know this thing can move out, so we'll see. If we go to Dropstack, DWAC, and DWAC having a nice little day here, and still inside of the month, but you're taking out last week's high, and anytime you get some movement like this, you want to be involved. So it had a nice little directional 30 here. How was the 15er looking? Now it's coming in a bit, and a little tricky on that, but we'll see. If you got it right out the chute, you're real lucky down in here. Inside bar, pokes down, rev strat, and boom, off she goes. This is a Momo hammer here. That works. So now it's jumping around, now coming in a little bit. If we go to FSLY, and FSLY having a nice little day, giving us the outside week. And you can see just driving higher, a little quick on this one, but you can see right here, this took out the previous high, this took out the previous low, and then boom, dink. Now the magnitude was willing to take that, but at that point we're looking to go outside week, which we got. So a nice little day going in here for FSLY, a little grindy, but we'll see if that sets up again. If we go to D-Dog. And D-Dog had that inside day to the upside yesterday. That was nice. And now continuing that. And still an inside week, but getting closer to taking that out. So we'll see what comes of that. Here's your inside 15 Momo Hammer. And your 2 up, 2 down here. And then boom, right there. So we'll see if that sets up again. What's it doing here in the 60? We'll see if we can inside 60, something like that. If we go to LITE, Strat Attack Show. And now stalling out just a little bit, but on the radar because of this. The outside week, the 2 down, boom. The 3-2-2, looking to take these highs out. And if so, that would take out 2 directional month. Right now it just stalls out a little bit. I think you got an inside 30 to keep an eye on right now. So we'll see if that heats up again later. If we go to SWKS. And SWKS also from Strat Attack last night, and I can see slight lower low to triangle them out. So if we can close this out and go 2 down, 2 up, that would be a continuation because here, 2 down, 2 up week. Now the magnitude was to take these guys out, but you're also coming back into an old 3-month, potential 3-3, outside. So we'll see if that sets up in the 30s. If we go to Docu. Docu stalls out, but a little bit trying to come back. Nice morning, though, in the comeback trail. Here you had a nice big series of 2s coming up here, so we'll see if that sets up again. You go to the 15, and you're going to see how powerful this was. And once again, you got here. 2 up, 2 down, boom, you're in. Didn't have a lot of magnitude on it, but we know this thing's been down handily to see if it moves around. Now a little 2-2 reversal in the 15, so we'll see if that sets up again. Roku goes to the highs as I speak. If you go to ZS and Zscaler, 2-1-2 reversal on the daily, right? Inside bar after the dump. We know this thing's been taking quite the beating here. And so now that's going to turn that back green on the week. See, so when it takes this, right, there we go, and then change that week back green. Here, that's good. Now you're going up on the week, so we'll see. It's going to set up and get maybe inside 30 maybe. We'll see. A lot of things stalling out as the market's out, just doing absolutely nothing. So we could use a discernible futures move. We just don't have it as yet. If we go to RBLX. In RBLX, potential outside week, just having a nice little morning here. Goes outside in the day by taking out yesterday's lows and coming back through here. And here's your 3-2 on the 60 here. If you go to the 30, got an inside 30 there right now. And once again, here's things you look for. The outside bar, the poke down, the 3-2-2, magnitude to take that out, but if that works, you get that outside day and keeps going, so we'll see what comes of that. If we go to ISIG, and ISIG, nice inside day you got there, boom, directional inside day, but now handily off the high, so I'm not sure if this will set up again for us or not. 2-2 reversal on the 60 back in, but you can, certainly when you get this kind of motion in here, it's something to keep an eye on for some trades. If we go to EPAM, and EPAM with a nice big old gapper, outside weaker, so the question is going to be strong enough to be an outside month, right? So you took a lot of these guys out in one shot and then stalls out. So we'll see if this goes inside on the 60. Right now you had that 2 up, 2 down reversal to stall it out. And if you go to the 30, here was your inside 30 to the downside. Now we'll see if that goes inside 30 here at the top of the hour. All right, market's starting to firm up just a tad. VXX is kind of telling us that the market wants to resolve to the upside. VXX is just coming down. VXX getting closer to that 2-2 week to the downside. All right, so always keeping an eye on that to see if they're internally spooked very much. If we go to, for the apes, AMC, we're not leaving. Coming back a little bit here today, and still an inside week, But you can see you got that slight lower low. That's always key to reclaim some stuff in here. So we'll see, because the monthly took a bunch of these guys out, but now it's coming back. So we'll see if this closes out as a nice inside 30 for us. And let's see what the 60 looks like here. Maybe an inside 60, we'll see. If we go to snap, and snappy, outside week, potential outside month, right? After taking out some slight lower lows, stalling out, maybe you get yourself an inside 60 in here. Right now it's trying to do this on the 30. You're 2 up, 2 down, and 2 back up. It's kind of sitting there for now, but you can see all these guys here we want to take out, right? Because you got your lower low. Now we want to see our higher high come through these guys. So we'll see if that sets up again for us. Snappy. If you go to LOVE, Love Sack. Boom, nice day you got there. Inside 30 directional move. Up, 2, 1, 2. Off she goes, and if that works, you might get your 3-3 monther. Because here's your reversal. If you were keeping an eye on this, 2 down, 2 up, 2-2 reversal here on the week when it broke 69.27. Nice little move if you're keeping your eye on that. See if that sets up again for us as well. We got the DraftKings coming out of the basement here and having a nice little day. Had that inside day, then it popped up and stalled. Now an outside day, but you can see all this stuff, all these pivots and stuff we can come after. Might stay an inside week, but I'd keep an eye on this. We know this has had a precipitous fall, especially if we can get this to go back green on the month. Where they're not going, where they're running away from today, is big box retail, Costco. Big outside day. Now they got earnings tomorrow, so maybe they're a little spooked by that. Inside on the 30 right now. Not sure how much more you get out of this, but it's always important when you can see a group going together. In the big box marts, here you can see Walmart 2 up, 2 down, back through previous range and having a rough go of it so far. And Target. And Target, 1 bar rev strat outside day, 313, the Motor City Madhouse. So taking out last week's lows, and here is a problem for Target on the monthly. 3, 2, 2 to the downside. So for the rest of the month, I want to know about Target below 241.21. You're there now, and right now, trying to triangulate out on the 30 here, slight higher high. There's a 2-2 reversal on the 30 coming back down. If we go to XLP, they are running to the exits here, and not totally killing them, but here's your 2 up, 2 down reversal on the daily, and saw a lot of weakness over there. Your Cokes, a little bit, your Pepsi, coming down just a bit. Colgate, coming down on the inside day. Cheese Ketchup, KHC, and also Procter, starting to give it up a little bit here too. XLP, they're trying to jump ship out of that. If we go to Lulu, and Lulu, what you look for here is the 2-2 reversal on the month, 2 up, 2 down, right? Taking out last week's lows, so a little bit of exhaustion risk, but then you wait for that corrective activity, which is this: 2 down, 2 up, 2 down. Boom. Now we're looking for these bars to become an outside bar of that. That'd be a nice little move, and then you can wait on that 30, and you can see this here. The 2 up, you're taking out the previous high, 2 down reversal. Back through the previous range, and that's when you get that nice red bar of stopping all these guys out in one shot. We'll see if that sets up again for us. If you go to NVEI, oh boy, they hit this thing pretty hard. It's like welcome to the world, pig. Right, and there's your 2-2 reversal on the month to start this thing off. But now recovering a bit here. Maybe they hit it a little too hard, and that's where you can, when they hit something this hard and you have this big of a range, you can fade. The 60 is going to be a major signal, and there's that 2-1-2 reversal on the 60 for a nice little move. If you go to Intel, and Intel now inside on the 60 trying to come back, but we had that monthly and weekly break, but then you had this right here and the 2-2 reversal day coming down. If we go to TLT, bonds having another rough day after that inside day to the downside yesterday. We'll see if it's weak enough to take out that stuff down in there. So keeping an eye on these things, like I said, VXX and getting out of some of these defensive names tells us we're probably going to resolve this to the upside. The question is whether it's going to be today or not. So we'll keep an eye on that. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rupp Smith, Smith the Black, Strat Time Report.